What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I want to talk about a couple of different reasons I think we need to be bracing ourselves for impact, because I believe September, aka starting tomorrow, the month that is just a couple of hours away, is going to be a brutal, bloody month. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the VIP club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account by midnight tonight. For every friend you refer to the app by midnight tonight, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free fractional shares per referral. And if you refer 3 friends to the app by midnight tonight, they're going to give you a guaranteed free share of Apple, which at the time I'm recording the video, is worth about $170. Don't pass up on the opportunity. Time is running out. Everything will be linked in the description. So today, I wanted to talk about the September effect. And I posted a video about this maybe, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago at this point, talking about what the September effect is and why I believe we are going to see potentially the September effect on steroids this year. Now, in short, the September effect, for whatever reason, almost every single September, we see not only weak returns, but a lot of the time, we're pretty deep in the red almost every single year. Now, this is actually my second video of the day, so you understand why I need this sugar-free, low-calorie pack with vitamin G Fuel Energy formula. If anybody wants to try it out, $5 off their first order by clicking the link in the description. They got like 50 different flavors to choose from. So, September begins tomorrow. This video is coming out on the last day of August. Now, if you watch that video that I posted about 2 weeks ago, I actually went through some of the numbers. I talked about how silver has taken a beating every single September for the last 3 years. Gold has taken a beating every single September for the last 3 years. The S&P 500 has taken a beating every year for the last 3 years. Now, those were just the last couple of years that I looked at. I didn't go back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years. But according to history, according to the numbers, according to the charts, almost every single September, we get pummeled. And it's for a variety of different reasons. Some people believe that maybe it's a change in consumer behavior, or it's a change in what investors do with their cash. A lot of them go a little bit more cash heavy as summer comes to an end, aka as fall begins, aka September. Maybe they rotate out of some of their positions and just hold on to some cash as opposed to leaving it into the markets. It's also the month that political tensions really start to build as we get closer and closer to election day or midterms. And not only that, but it affects more than just the stock market. It affects the silver, it affects the gold, it just affects everything. September is just statistically not a good month at all for the markets. Now, I personally believe we're going to see the September effect this year. Not only that, I believe it's probably going to be the September effect on steroids. So much so that I think one of 3 things are going to happen in September, aka starting tomorrow. Or I don't know if this is going to happen starting tomorrow, but the month starts tomorrow. I think one of 3 things are going to happen this September of 2022. A market crash, a full-on market crash. B, the beginning of a market crash. We might not, it might not be as dramatic as a market crash, but it might be kind of close to it, or the beginning stages of one. Or C, a significant dip at the very least. That's what I believe. I don't know how far down we're going to go, but I do believe we're going down in September. And of course, I think we're going to pick back up. We have survived every single market crash in history. In the history of the markets, we have bounced back. So I have zero concerns there. The reason I bring this up is because it's a major buying opportunity, or potentially a major buying opportunity. And by the way, just want to let everybody know that you should not follow what I'm doing just because I'm doing it. You should do your own research. This isn't financial advice. I've never in my life given financial advice on this channel before because I'm not a financial advisor. So don't follow me blindly. I could be dead wrong. I don't believe I will be wrong here, but I could be. I've been wrong before. I don't believe I'm going to be wrong about this, though. But anyway, when it comes to everything going on, I think we should really be prepared. I think we should be holding on to more cash than we would ordinarily be holding on to, or at least that's what I'm doing. I believe it's the smartest idea for me to be holding on to more cash than I'd ordinarily be comfortable with holding on to. Because normally I don't like holding on to cash. Normally I hate cash, actually. I don't see a purpose in holding ridiculous amounts of cash other than having a cash emergency fund and enough sitting there in my checking account to pay the running bills every month. I keep no more, no less in there because I don't believe in holding on to cash. I don't believe in saving just for the sake of saving. I understand the importance of an emergency fund, but other than that, nope, not interested. If you're going to save, I think you should be saving to invest. And I said last year, in the VIP club members, please, if you remember me saying this last September, vouch for me in the comments. I said last year that where I had known about the September effect for maybe 2 years at this point, and I was relatively new to investing last year, so it completely slipped my mind. I completely forgot about the September effect, and we were going down in the month of September. And I remember I was having the time of my life. I was like, man, this just keeps getting better and better. Everything's on sale. Silver's on sale. Gold's on sale. All my favorite stocks are on sale. Broad market index funds are on sale. This is fantastic. I can preserve wealth and build wealth for a cheaper price. I was like, man, I can't believe this is happening right now. This is fantastic. And then I was like, oh, wait a second. This is the September effect that everybody talks about. That's what this is. I understand. I knew what it was, but it slipped my mind. And, accountability. I had to suffer the consequences. The consequences being I was unprepared for it. If I remembered, I would have spent the entire month of August stockpiling as much cash as humanly possible in preparation for the September effect. That's what I said in the VIP club last September. And I said that next year, aka this year, I'm going to spend the entire month of August making as much cash as I can, saving as much cash as I can, and I'm just going to be frugal for the entire month. I'm not buying anything. I'm holding off in preparation for the September effect, which we may or may not see. I might be wrong. I don't think I'm going to be. And I'll get into some of the reasons why in just one moment. I just wanted to reiterate what I said last year. So that's what I did this year. Starting mid-July, I went the second half of July and the entire month of August preparing myself for the September effect. Now, before I get into some of the reasons why, let me just quickly say that if I end up being wrong, I still win anyway, because I still have more cash that I'm sitting on that I'm going to invest regardless. I'm investing the cash with or without a dip, with or without a correction, with or without the September effect, with or without a crash. I'm investing it either way. But if I end up being right, then I get to invest that cash and buy everything at a discounted price, we can say. So some of the reasons why I think this September is going to be a little bit different. And also, let me just remind everybody, in case you don't have a way of capitalizing on the September effect if we see one, or just simply investing to build something up for yourself. A good place to start is one of the ways that I use on a day-to-day basis. Download Webull, fund your account. You get 12 free fractional shares just for doing so. Do this by midnight tonight if you want to capitalize on the opportunity. For every friend you refer to the app by midnight tonight, they're going to give you all the way up to 100 free fractional shares. And if you refer 3 people that you know to the app by midnight tonight, you just click the little invite button and send it to 3 people that you know. It's that simple. They're going to give you a guaranteed free share of Apple for those 3 referrals. At the moment, worth about $170. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Time is running out. You only have a couple of hours left. But anyway, this September is going to be a little bit different. Not only do we have midterms coming up, so the political tensions are really starting to build right now, to say the least. Not only are we rotating out of the summer and into the fall, we're getting closer to the 4th quarter of the year. But this time around, we also have higher inflation than we've seen in over 40 years. We're in a technical, on-paper recession. Now, I'm not in a recession. The U.S. economy might be in a recession. I'm not. But that doesn't take away the fact that we are technically in a recession right now. That's not good news for the markets. We also have a Federal Reserve FOMC meeting coming up in September, and we're going to be getting the first rate hike since July. We had the month of August off of rate hikes, and we're going to get another rate hike in September. And the significance of the rate hike depends on whatever the next CPI report says. Because the last one that we got, see, I said this before we got the last CPI report, the one for the month of July that just came out in August. I said before that was even released. It depends on the next 2 CPI reports. The one that we just got, it was good news to some degree because it showed inflation inflect down slightly, but it's still crazy high right now. Still crazy high inflation. So there's a lot of pressure on what the next CPI report is going to read. Because this could be like almost like a false alarm. Like everybody's like, oh, hey, inflation's going down. And then the next report comes out and it's back up higher than it was before it dropped in the first place. Before it dropped, I think it was 9.1%. And right now, according to the CPI report, it says 8.5%. So that's you know... good news, I guess, going down from 9.1 to 8.5. Sure, okay, but what happens if the next one says 9.3? What then? You know, you can't say that's impossible because that's exactly what happened a couple months ago. It went from, man, I might have the numbers mixed up here, but it went from, I think it went from 8.5 to, or no, 8. I don't know. It went from 8 point something down a little bit, and then it went higher than it was before. So it was a little bit of a false alarm. I don't want to give the wrong numbers here, but either way, there's a lot weighing on that right now. So depending on what the CPI report says, you know, if that report comes out and it's higher than it was the previous report, that's bad news right there. And not only that, if it ends up being higher, it's almost like a double whammy because then the Federal Reserve is going to have to take action on that. And they're hiking up rates regardless, but if inflation does something even crazier, the Fed might have to do a larger basis point hike than expected, and that could result in a little bit of a rug pull. It's something that the market is not exactly anticipating or prepared for, and it could lead to a little bit of a market shock. So there are a lot of what ifs right now. You know, people are like, oh, you know, that's not guaranteed. Yeah, no, it's not guaranteed to happen, but because of the fact that we don't know what's guaranteed to happen, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt are enough to pull the market in a downward direction. So if you want to capitalize on that fear, uncertainty, and doubt, remember, September of 2021, September of 2020, and September of 2019. Silver went down by a lot. Gold went down. The S&P 500 went down. Everything went down. And I don't believe this year is going to be any different. In fact, I think we're going to see the same thing happen, if not more. That's my personal belief, and I'm not just saying things just for the sake of saying things. When I say stuff like this, I put my money or my currency where my mouth is, and I went and got a whole new job just for this, and I plan on capitalizing. I plan on going full throttle. There's a reason that I have been breaking my back to make as much extra currency as possible. There's a reason I've been holding on to, hoarding all of that cash, because I believe there's going to be a major buying opportunity. So I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic down in the comments. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the VIP club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Do this by midnight tonight. You can deposit as little as you'd like, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts. You still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. For every friend you refer to the app by midnight tonight, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free fractional shares. And if you refer 3 people to the app, just click the little invite button, send it to 3 people that you know, and Webull's going to give you a guaranteed free share of Apple, currently worth about $170. If you need help setting up your account, it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you need the help, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram before midnight, and I'll walk you through it. And last but not least, if anybody wants $5 off their first G Fuel order, sugar-free, low-calorie, packed with a bunch of vitamins, 50 different flavors to choose from, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.